Well, hello, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Hi, I'm Angela. I'm a board-certified trichologist, which means that I know everything about the science, the structure, and diseases when it comes to both hair and scalp. I'm also a product ingredient research junkie, and I love everything involving beauty, skincare, and hair. So that is that, I guess. The reason for this video has to do with the product ingredient junkie part. I'm gonna give you a life update, and I hope that this works out in just one take, because I just want to spill it out, tell you what I've been up to, give you my life update, and then we can move forward. So let's get into it. If you've been following me for quite some time, then exactly a year ago I got the email that said that I passed my exams and that I was officially a board certified trichologist. Now, to go a little bit backwards, I didn't have the best luck in school. I studied law for a year, but at the time that just wasn't for me, so I ended up working full-time and worked my way up there, having management positions in both the retail and the beauty industry, and I had an amazing time. I learned an awful lot, and I actually worked pretty impressive positions before making social media my full-time job. That was actually the thing, that the creative side of me that I wasn't able to put into my work, that I put out online, talking about hair care. In the meantime, I was transitioning and getting to know my own hair, and I really felt like hair and scalp care was the thing for me, and that is the content that you see nowadays. Not only that, but that is where it started. I got a lot of questions of followers that had certain problems with their scalp or hair falling out, or certain things that I felt I didn't have enough knowledge of or about, so I did not answer them. I told them to go to a specialist and, figure it out with them. But that was extremely frustrating because I couldn't really help them with the solution, and I wanted to have that knowledge. So I wanted to be capable of 100% give my advice and know that it is correct. So that is when I started to do my research, and I came across trichology, which was exactly what I was looking for, because I wanted to get to know more about the scalp and more about the science behind hair and how to possibly give advice or do treatments. That was a very scary step for me, because the last time that I went to school was when I was 18, and I just turned 29 now. So you can imagine that last year, that was a very difficult decision for me to make. I had to pay it out of my own pocket, that number one, and it also was an at-home online course. I had to study online, which requires a lot of self-discipline, if I'm super honest. It's not for everyone, and there were times that I really doubted myself, because even though yes, I work from home, that doesn't mean that I have all of the time and also the self-discipline to put myself to study that much. But I made it. The study was actually for 2 years. I did it in 1 year. I gave myself a challenge. It was also in English, which, for the people who don't know, English is not my first language. I live in the Netherlands. My first language is Dutch, and even though I grew up bilingual, it's still a different thing if you're talking about scientific terms in your second language. So I made it, and it actually made me want to do more. And that's how I was like, yeah, I want to know more about product formulations. I've been doing a lot of reviews, debunking, and really, like an onion, peel every ingredient on a product's list and share that with you. But sometimes I also don't know why there is a certain combination being made in a product formula. So again, just like when before I decided to study trichology, I feel like there is a gap of knowledge that I do want to have before feeling confident enough to completely talk about product formulation. Did my research again, and I came across cosmetic science, which is exactly what I'm looking for. It is quite wide range because this also means that you're gonna work with skincare products, any cosmetic formulation basically. So I was like, yeah, I am gonna look into it. I saw that it takes around 2 years depending on, you know, how long you take yourself, which was perfect for me because honestly, and I really admire people that do that. I don't see myself study for another 4 or 5 years. I just don't think that I have the discipline. So when I saw that, I was very happy and I wanted to enroll. But then I saw the requirements, and there are a thing or two that makes it that I'm not able to enroll for this year's cosmetic science study. These are things that I could not have predicted like 15 years ago, because over here in the Netherlands, you decide which direction you go into when you're 13, 14, and following that direction, you have certain how do you call it? You have certain subjects that you study in and then you do exams in, if that makes any sense. The classes that I took were politics, management and organization, French, Dutch, English. I did history and I did some art class. I think that's kind of the package that I went for around that time. For cosmetic science, it already says it. You need to have the knowledge of science subjects that you had in high school, and you need to have proof grade-wise that you've done that. I didn't do that. It's literally, I think that I'm not the only one. I think that this is such a common thing that when you get older, you all of a sudden feel like you wanna do something totally different in comparison to what you wanted when you were 16. And that is kind of what I'm dealing with right now. It really demotivated me at first. I really was like, well, damn, okay, well, I guess it's not meant to be, you know? Things happen, and this is just something that I decided when I was super young, and now it, you know, kind of F's up my future plans. But I thought about it for a week or so and I was like, but what can I do to be able to still enroll in this cosmetic science study? And that is to take those classes, take my high school exams in it, and get the highest grades possible to be able to enroll next year. And that is what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I cannot believe that I just said that. I'm actually gonna do it. And it even kind of makes me emotional just saying it like this. I think it has to do with me like speaking it into the universe, so now there's no way back. Well, I can always decide not to upload this, but you get what I mean. And I want to take you on this journey. I'm gonna share the good, the bad, and the ugly. And even if I'm not able to pull it off, then I still did everything I could to enroll, and then it just wasn't meant to be. So the classes that I'm taking, and I'm already being extra because they suggest for you to at least, you need to have done math and you need to have done chemistry. But they also say that it is a positive thing if you take another science-based subject. So I also took biology. Now I do have to be super honest that my top priority is math and chemistry. That's where I'm putting my money on. Biology, I'm gonna try my best to pull it off, but if I'm not able to, it's not the end of the world. Another thing is, because I'm an adult, I need to pay with my own money, which hopefully also motivates me to not take it seriously, if it makes any sense. Hopefully my grades will end up being good enough to enroll next September, and that is the goal. So my exams will be in May. So I have a little bit over 6 months. I would say I have 8 months to prepare, and I'm doing it from my home. I've been doing it for 3 weeks now, and I have to say that both chemistry and math are going pretty well so far, especially math, which I used to suck at, but this is the beginning. We still have quite some time to go. But that kind of motivated me to decide, like, yeah, I am gonna do it. My main goal doing this, honestly, is to hopefully inspire you or others to switch if you want to, and not let something that you decided in the past dictate your future. You're never too old to learn, even though it almost sometimes feel like an embarrassment that I'm taking high school classes again. But on the other hand, if that makes me achieve my goals long term, then that is just this on the whole future, if that makes any sense. But I'm gonna be real, it's gonna be hard. Even though I work from home and I'm a content creator, it really is a full-time job, and I also have my home responsibilities. I don't live at home. I have a mortgage to pay. I have stuff to do. That takes a lot of my time. So that means that my free time will be filled with studying, which was something that I was kind of enjoying not doing for a year. But I really want to give this a try, and I also feel like if I'm not able to have a good grade in chemistry, then that also indicates that I won't do that well with cosmetic science, because it is a very science chemistry based education. So this is like the start of it, and this will determine a lot in how I will do in cosmetic science if I'm able to pull that off. So yeah, that's my life update, and that is what I've kind of been up to. It's so weird telling you this, but I'm very excited. Do let me know what you want to know, how you would love or like for me to incorporate into YouTube. As you know, I'm not the best vlogger, so don't expect like a full vlog, but I do want to document maybe on a monthly or create certain videos showing you how I study or how it's going so far, give you my updates, just to make you kind of my diary, sharing everything that I'm experiencing or that I will be experiencing in a realistic way. And hopefully keep your fingers crossed for me. Hopefully I'll be able to, in June or July, because then the end results will be there, tell you that I at least passed these exams with good grades, and then hopefully after that start my cosmetic science. And if not, have an amazing experience of trying something that scares me, because it scares me. I'm not confident because I don't have the knowledge, and I know that I'm not good at these subjects, but I still tried and I still did it, no matter what the outcome will be. That's it for now. I hope I didn't scare you too much with the life update title and caption, but it's a live update, and I think a very positive way. Let me know if you're doing something like this, something totally out of your comfort zone, and it doesn't even have to be like study related, but something that you never thought you would do. Leave it down below. I would love to hear it. Again, if you have any video suggestions, do let me know, because I just want to make sure that I create content that you like. And that's it for now. Stay safe, have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Oh.